Hi guys, right, my first fight review. We're getting into Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. versus Jake Paul. Now this is the kind of topic that I didn't really ever thought I'd really want to get into around like the influencer scene. But to be honest, I can't really class Jake as an influencer boxer anymore. I mean, the fights that he's been putting on, yeah, questionable, past their prime, no professional boxing experience with some, most. However, more fighting experience with the opponents that he has selected thus far compared to a lot of present and active professional fighters to date in the start of their careers, like where Jake was at. Let's not forget, Jake hasn't had an amateur career, so he's had to dive straight in as a professional with guys. Bearing in mind, you've got other fighters, an example, Tommy Fury. I've had an amateur background, haven't jumped straight into the pros, had an amateur background and jumped into pros and still taking journeyman fights. I mean, we all saw that last performance. Tried to, at least. Some of us stayed awake, some of us didn't, some of us just didn't even bother. However, Jake Paul, the fights he's been taking thus far, like I've said, have been okay, fair enough. Yeah, you're proving your point here, but you're not really proving to us that you're that credible boxer with that experience. Now, this fight with Chavez Jr., this is one that, for me, I feel like if Chavez Jr. turns up, he's fit, no substance abuse outside, fully committed, he's going to cause problems. He wasn't an ex-champion for no reason. I mean, we're talking early 20-year-old, but in his early 20s. However, he's still had 60 plus fights, and 50 of those are wins. So, I mean, take it as you will. This could set Chavez up for, and he will know this, if he now beats Jake Paul, no, he's not going to be thrown into the mix as in world titles, but one more big money fight. And that is enough to motivate somebody in Chavez's situation. He's got the name, now he just needs the eyes. The only thing that gets me for Chavez Jr. is his bouts with Anderson Silva and Uriah Hall. Uriah Hall, it was his first ever boxing fight, boxing bout. Chavez Jr. just looked like he pretty much glided it, like survived the fight with Uriah Hall. There weren't really much to that made me think, wow, he still got it. Uriah Hall's first ever boxing fight, and Uriah wasn't exactly in his prime. He'd come out of a UFC career which had some success but also had some downfall, and he's fighting back with the age as well. Anderson Silva fight, Chavez Jr. loses, but with any of those fights, did he turn up? Chavez Jr. speaking, did he turn up? For me, out of shape, out of mind, out of body. That's how I see Chavez Jr. in those fights. And going off the press conference, I know things are said to make you want to watch the fight. Chavez Sr. said that this is the hardest he's seen his son train, which he would say. But if there is a little splodge of truth in that, and we have just one little bit of the muscle memory left from Chavez Jr. career, I think it's an upset for Jake Paul. But as the prediction goes, Jake Paul wins this fight for me. He's coming back down from heavyweight, and I mean heavyweight as well. He's jumping into cruiser with this one. We saw him at cruiser against Mike Perry. He looked kind of sluggish as the rounds went on. He just needs to find his place, and cruiserweight, I think, is his place. He just needs to get used to that and finding his tank. But what happens after? Jake wins. Canelo fight after the Crawford? Maybe, who knows? But it's a must-win for Jake, because his last couple of fights have been quite lethargic and have had eyes taken off him. Hasn't really had the credibility there. I want to see I want to see a Jake Paul win, but with his boxing credentials gone up, 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 up. I want a reason to want to watch him again. To make me think, actually, this guy's actually like trained, like he's getting better. And that's what we need. We need something like that. So prediction goes, Jake Paul wins. I'm saying 5th round. 5th round KO. Or at least TKO. Yeah, I mean that's my prediction as far as that goes. Whatever happens after happens after. Let me know what you guys think.